In this video, let us learn about address function in Excel. I am sharing the basic syntax and few explanation about this syntax and how to use that, how to get absolute as well as relative reference, how to get A1 type reference or R1C1 type reference by using address function. If we see the syntax, it's like this. Address, in that we have to insert row number, column number of a particular cell, whether it is absolute reference or relative reference, that we should give input here, and whether you want A1 style or R1C1 type reference, here you have to put input here. And if you want to get reference from any other sheets or other files, this sheet text should use the option. This row number and column number are very simple to understand. Now I have given some details about absolute number reference. Here can give four type of inputs in the absolute ABS NUM option. If you put 1 or omitted, it will be absolute reference. 2 is for absolute row and relative column. Like that we have 4 options here. For each option, what would be the output in A1 type reference or R1C1 type reference? I have given some examples here. I have built a template here to play with this address function. Here I can give inputs like sheet name, row number and column number. So automatically that cell reference text will be shown here. Let us see the first one. This address, row number is given linked to this row number cell, and this column number, absolute reference number is this one here, and A1 type is true or false. It's true here, and in this J column I have given as false, and sheet text I have given the link to this cell. Same way, if you see it here, I have put false in it. By changing these inputs, we can get the desired text here. For example, here I require 4th row and 5th column is E4. Like that we will get the reference here. Now let us see some examples so that we can understand the address function better. Here some input data is there, sales some 2500. Now I want to get this reference number here. I will just type it, address. The row number is 13 here and the column number is ABC is 3. If you want just get absolute reference and A1 type reference, there is no need to fill other subsequent options. These are all optional fields. Just press enter. Just C13. See, C13 is getting in the absolute reference. What if I insert some number here, some row here, which now it's been in the C14, but still it is showing as C13 only here. How to do this one dynamically? To get the values from this input, I have used a function called indirect, and I am just putting this the text generated from the address function. The indirect function shows the value in a particular reference. In this case it's 12,500 and here it is sales text is there. Now we have seen that whenever some rows or columns are inserted, this reference will still intact, it won't move along with the data. For that we can use this one dynamically. For that I am using, for rows I am using a row function and link to this cell. The same way For column, you can use column and link to that cell. The same way I am applying here also. Now let us see whenever some text is inserted in between, some rows are inserted in between, whether that will be changing or not. See, the cell reference is changing color when we add some rows or columns. Now let us add this ABS name. For example, now I want relative reference. In this case, I am just putting 4 here, so that the dollar symbol has been gone. Now instead of A1 type, I want to get R1C1 type. In this case, here by default it will be true. If you put false, it will be converted into R1C1 type reference. See, row 13 and column 3. Even since I put row and columns are dynamically, even if you add some rows here, this will change automatically here. I am moving back to this as true here again, or even you can put blank also, it will be working fine. Now even you can insert a sheet name also here, sheet text to refer in the current sheet. I am just inserting as sheet 1. In this case, all these inputs can be given as dynamically by linking to other cells. If we give any wrong input, to show some error value here, it will still show, but the output based on that cell will show a error value. Now let us see how to get the data from other sheets also. Here I have 4 sheets, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Let us see what is there inside. Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Here everywhere I am putting in the same cell locations. Now let us see how to get that data here. Just putting address. I know it's there in the 3 and 4, row number 3 and column number 4 in that. This absolute number and A1 type reference number I am just putting blank. I am giving the link for sheet text here. Based on the selection, the data will be changed automatically. To show the value in this particular reference, as I said earlier, I am using indirect function. This will be useful if you have multiple sheets and you want to get the data in a particular sheet without going to that sheet actually. This address function will be useful for us when we require to get some data dynamically from within the sheet or from any other sheet, or even from other file also we can get. Let us see here. Here if you put the full file name and sheet name, the book 1 is the new file name for example. In this case it will automatically get the full cell reference including the file name and sheet name. When you have a blank spaces in between, it will insert the single quotes automatically to that cell reference. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content in my all videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram link. The links have been shared in the description. Thank you.